Mm.
But my concern have been drawn to this SKD, as the previous caller just said.
Mm.
In Liberia, we on numerous occasions we were denied or playing soccer on that field. And people try to politicize it. Oh, the soccer legend country have been denied from playing football on the field, this, that, and that, what have you. And you yourself, on numerous occasions, you were on that field, going live, showing the work that was done on that field, going live. People were saying it.
Mm.
And this time around, if they are saying, please have your protest anywhere in Monrovia or in the world or even Liberia, but not on the field. Well, what we should have serious problem with this? Why if you go on that field and people have to and people start destroying the infrastructure, and you notice again at the end of the day they come and say, oh, we can't play a game because this happened, that happened. We are going to feel it. So my appeal to these guys,
Mm.
they can go to SKD, they can go anywhere in the open, and then they forget about SKD. You can march in the street, just march from wherever wherever you want to go, you can go. But that the people leave the SKD because we don't want to be banned again tomorrow. They say, look, you can't play Gimbe because this not there and that will destroy and what have you, and it will affect everybody.
All right. Thank you so much for being part of all this morning. Those of you watching us, let me go to the other line here. Call us on 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075. The numbers to call. Sorry that we're having some technical hitches there. For those watching us on Spawn TV live from across the world, we will get connected again. We're having a little trouble there, but we're going to get back on it. Okay. So, let's do it again. Let's get to this caller here on the other line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, where you call us from?
This is Reverend Williamson. I'm calling from the Tupuru community.
What?
This is William calling from the Tupuru community.
Okay, go ahead, William.
Yeah, you see, actually, some of us, though we are in the opposition, but there are sometimes too, we have to be loyal about it.
Mm.
And this thing about this protest, we all may like to be part of it, but it is not anything else that we use is so complex. Because these are some of the things that can cause crisis. Let us consider the fact of the matter that things have ever had now. We are now in the December month.
Mm.
It is now time for people to do their listening around. Now it they forced to use that thing that school stadium, and why is maybe the police go there and maybe try to disrupt them or what have you. It will cause another chaos in the city again,
Mm.
and things will get out of hand. I appeal to the ANC people at least that they use any other place and avoid that thing because they know fully well if they happen to post it, it will be a very serious trial.
All right.
It will be a very serious trial. So we're taking them.
Thank you.
Some of us in the opposition we might likely want to join them, but if they proceed that way, then we think that the intention will be intended for chaos.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you can call us on 0777-77-1075. This is the Today Show, and we are still talking about your concern. What is happening from your community, or what has happened, or what is going on in our country as a whole that you feel so passionate about to talk about this? Call us on 0777-77-1075. And those of you watching us online, sorry we had a break there, but we're back for our folks on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Thanks for being part of the show. Let's hear you out there. 0777-77-1075 or 0555-101075 this morning. And before we can go on to have our own discussion on some of the major training issues as unfolding within our country, Liberia. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5. We also live on Spoon TV and that of on Facebook and on YouTube. Let's get to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. What is your name? Where you call us from?
This is Mr. Abraham Appleton, and I'm calling you from Brownsville.
Okay, Mr. Abraham, go ahead.
This soup, what you like to cook. See this? That soup, what you like to cook. Why when other people cook that same soup, you gotta get angry? When did Jefferson Koji get to know that protest is equivalent to disruption? Look, you must stop this chicanery. When you're planning to go to the U.S. Embassy protest, it was not destruction. It was not destruction or disruption. We're tired with this thing. The protest must go on. It's a message. It's not disruption. Thank you.
All right, thank you. He said the protest must go on. Let's get to this other caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay, sir. You need where you call us from?
Anyway, I'm Sir Ibrahim Bafflin calling from Duazon, Grand Jida Community to be precise.
Go ahead from Duazon.
Yeah. For my community, firstly, I want to stretch on my community security atmosphere there. We still face this problem with our disadvantaged youth, or what we call Zogos. Yesterday, they carry on an act, and then they arrange twerking. Someone who have it been recorded in history what happened in Grand Jida community. So those guys are still coming. So we call it on national government to act on that before things go out of hand, because the citizens still waiting, but they need response from the national government, or as they respond with their own self again as usual. When it comes to Louis Brown, we need, as Liberians, should see how best that we can look at the peace and security of our country first. Violence is not a way forward. If you think that you have an objective of that protest and it is meant good for the Liberian people, find another alternative where you can carry out your protest. But it will not be a fountain, knowing that there will be a counter reaction when you use the stadium. So I believe that they should look for the good of the Liberian people and see how best that they can retake and reschedule the protest venues.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. We get to the next caller here on this Lone Star line quickly. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, what is anywhere you call us from?
I'm Savage calling from Tuporo.
Go ahead, Savage.
Yeah, what I want to say is that the group calling themselves, I don't know, child suffering, mobilizing to have a protest. I'm not against a protest. We Liberians, we do against a protest. But the other group that I want to advise is the Unity Party. Unity Party means that we are all opposition. But Unity Party must learn lesson now. Unity Party saying need not to be part, or people that are for or the camp of the Unity Party, whosoever wants the success of the standard bearer of the Unity Party will not be part of that protest. The protest is to promote the ANC or the coming CPP in a race. That's why they are mobilizing themselves over Unity Party.
All right.
Unity Party, the major element of Unity Party is the ANC. I want to say that the CDC is already out. But the chance, the various oppositions are fighting for the chance.
All right. Thank you.
And the race is between the comic group and the Unity Party group.
Okay.
And they want to be seen that what they're trying to do there. They're trying to mobilize themselves.
All right.
So Unity Party should not be part of that movement.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your comment. Let me go to this person on the line on the WhatsApp live this morning. Let's say good morning.
Good morning, and good morning to Liberia. My name is Katoma. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Say your name again.
Thank you. My name is Katoma King, and I called you from my Braville residence. From what I know, there is a difference between a protest and a rally. The CPP have consistently expressed to us how concerned they are when it comes to what's happening in the country. And they've organized a rally, not a protest. And this is at a crucial time in our country's history that we must all appreciate people to express out how they feel. Because if we continue to suppress people and say, don't say it, don't speak out, those are things that led to yesterday. Most of the young people you've seen, causing trouble around here, most of them were born after the war. And those are the ones being used to cause trouble all around. So people need to open up their eyes. People need to explain to them that it is important to express how you feel. Because in every society, if you do not have an opposition, that society will just move like blind leading the blind.
Okay,
because
so
opposition
so
creates-
you are from I understand you are from the ANC. They say that what happened yesterday, or I mean day before yesterday, from the ministry, they're saying that the stadium is not allowed to be used by any group, not even the CPP, not the CDC.
As a matter of fact, I'm not just from the ANC, but I am the deputy spokesperson for Team Cummins, which is the national team that Honorable Louis Brown served as chairman. And I like to say this: we need to stop creating situations in our country that affects every cycle. All right. Today you stop this group, tomorrow you take this other group. For me, as at the moment, I am not glued to speaking to that. But all I can say to Liberia is that the people that are suffering, the people that are going to come out on December 17th, are people that are still thinking how they're going to start their day today.
All right.
The people that are going to come out on December 17th are people that went to JFK and they're yet to get treatment.
All right.
The people that are coming out on December 17th.
Thank you so much, because we have to go to the line to pick all of calls. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Let's go. I think we're going to Asia or somewhere there. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Fabosh. I'm calling from Asia.
Okay, which part of Asia exactly? Because we want to be specific.
Okay, I'm calling from the People Republic of Vietnam.
All right, go ahead from Vietnam.
Okay, so I think I have a couple of concerns, and firstly, I would like to know that is it not possible if you have something to do in the past, like you mingle with certain government official or you work in government, is it not possible that you have anything to say right now in the country?
No, I mean, you still have the right to speak and everything that you want to speak on.
Is a blasphemy or blasting at Louis Brown because he served in past regime, because the regime was this and this and that. Then why is it that they, the CDC people, mingling with Prince Johnson, who killed our people? Why? That's the main question there. They went in bed with Prince Johnson. They said he was the political father for Joya. Why? I'm a born seditious. But the problem here with our country is that we as young people, our future have been damaged. We sit down there and allow those people to damage our children's future again. So the problem here is that I just want to ask a couple of questions. My second concern has to do with the team the president took with him to Europe. Have any report, have any confirmed, people have already confirmed how many persons got missing from his delegation? Because I heard journalists reporting that 9 staff got missing from Georgia delegation in Europe. Now, if you have or AD came with you in Europe, running away, why about those who on ground that still defending him that the country is okay? So, my brothers and sisters, the only thing I get to say is that let us leave this politics issue. Get something to do. Our future, the people stole our future. And we have our children, our new generation who's coming up. They are looking up to us. Whatever we do is going to affect them too.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, brother. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we don't have much time. Thank you, my brother from Asia, from Vienna. Thanks for being part of the show. Let's get to this caller on the other line here. Good morning. All right, so this person is off the line. Let me go to the other line. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Jason McLean, calling from FCD Boulevard.
Okay, McLean, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to know, because according to what the deputy spokesperson of the NOC communicated there, so I did tell the house now that this is not a protest, but this is a rally.
Yeah, that's why he just said. He said it's not a protest, it's a rally. They're rallying their people.
Okay,
All right, sorry, he gone off the line. I would just pick the other callers here before I go to the WhatsApp line. Let me get to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name. Yeah, your name. Where are you calling us from?
My name is F. Imosule. I call you from a District 2 resident Christian community.
Go ahead, brother.
Thank you very much for your topic outline. Mr. Emmanuel Kodu, I think you've been in this country for quite a couple of while. And we understand the dynamics of our politics. Look, let me just give you some historical perspective as to the use of SKD. When Ellen was in power, CDC was never denied of using our premises. When CDC got in power, the first time they said they denied of using our premises, of course, when they have used a place, they said they could not give the place without them to launch a campaign. That of recent, right? When the president was doing his district tour, it was that same premises, the main premises of SKD, it was used by the CDC. Then why now accept money from ANC? I'm not in support of ANC, but why not accept money from ANC in the president to use the place? Then when the people had a hope, they had told their supporters that the play would be used. Then you came out and say, "Oh, the play will not be, it will not be used because it has technical problems." When the president just used it 2 months ago, was that not having technical problems? But because ANC want to use it, they have already gave their policy hope. You accepted the money, then you're telling the board that the play will not be used because it has technical problems. Look, CDC, you are a party, you are a ruling party. What craft power when everything is rosy in this country? What craft power? You don't need to go against people. I condemned the attack on Louis Brown yesterday because everybody have their right of freedom and expression. If Louis Brown did something today, you cannot judge him for his today's activities. You know, the same Louis Brown that you are dining and wanting for, but because he gave support to ANC, now you are going against it. It's wrong.
Thank you.
Inciting violence in this country. People are not being fought to tell them the truth.
Thank you, my brother. Let's go to the U.S. Thank you. Let's go to the U.S. Listen to this person from the U.S. Good morning.
Good morning, Rob. My name is J. Alexander. I call from Minnesota this morning.
Okay, from Minnesota. Go ahead.
Yeah, why it is true that we understand our brother and sister want to exercise a constitutional right, we also want to function them that, where their right ends, another man's right begins. The government says that what the people that gave them and the authorization to go to the SKD, it was not approved. Here in America, Mr. Coleman himself knows when you can pay for house for wedding, and the people can call you back, "Oh, we are sorry, there's a construction going on, come for your money." So where is the BD that Mr. Brown and Mr. Comey cannot have a different venue to have the rally? Nobody's stopping them. Let me have the rally. And secondly, I want to speak to the issue yesterday that happened on Capitol Baba, especially you were reporting directly for Spoon TV. You own a very big platform, my brother. The people that went there to attack Louis Brown, I condemned them in the first place. You were there reporting, calling the people as sedition and AMC. Nobody was down there last identified as an AMC member. Nobody was down there last identified as a what? Sedition.
Okay, so listen to me, my brother, before we go further. I mean, I will give you the opportunity to speak. I said they were believed to be. And before we went live, I went there before I went live. This is why most of the people don't understand. When we get to a scene, we don't just go live. We ask questions before we go live. You understand? I didn't go there, just bump into going live to start a report. I did my underground work and I talk to people before I went live. Go ahead.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say, Louis Brown, as we all know the history of Mr. Louis Brown, the man was involved with one of the notorious warlords in Liberia, former President Charles Taylor. So Louis Brown offended a lot of people, directly or indirectly, who might go there to attack Louis Brown. There might not be a sedition, but there might be a Liberian. So to classify them as
I said in that report, I said believed to be. That's what I said. And okay. I asked them. I asked questions before I went live. There was two groups. One was supporting Louis Brown, and the other one was saying that they are from they are supporting the government.
All right. Just like you, my brother, you know, we follow you a lot. And this platform is a big platform. Whenever you go live in less than 2 minutes, you get over 1,000 viewers on your platform.
Sure.
That tells you are a lot of people. So wherever that you see, especially the way we approaching elections, you know, I just want to be conscious, you know, you are our brother and we follow you a lot.
Thank you so much, my brother. I really
very
appreciate your advice. I mean, I take it into consideration. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's get to the next caller yet quickly before we can go on to our next topic for the day. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where are you calling from?
Thank you. This is Evangelist Otis Call. I join you from GSO this morning.
Okay, Evangelist, go ahead.
Thank you. Porto, let me be frank with you. You see, while it is true, it is fundamental that people should have freedom of expression, freedom of thought, and freedom of assembly in our Constitution. You know, for me, I don't see no idea in this rally, to be very frank. Do you know why?
No.
Okay. Because if you look at the count that Louis Brown and the team are putting forth, is that we are tired suffering, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now they are demanding reform or change from the government. Okay? But does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. In the same token, or in the same vein, if you are saying that look, this government is incompetent, they are unable to deliver. So what are you demanding reforms? What are you demanding change? So do you see the contradiction? You say the people, they're not able to do the job, right? You say they are incompetent, they are inept. But then you say, oh, we tired suffering, change they want. So it's a clear contradiction. So what I think they would have done, like I have begun, doing with my team, is now we are already we are already at edge of our election. Go in the communities, go in the district, go to homes and educate the people that look, this time around we need regeneration in our thinking, because this election is crucial to the survivability of every one of us. I think that's what it should be doing, because you're going out there, it will not make any change. June 7th protest regarding our listed, the Qatar lost 64 counts that they presented to the government. What is there any outcome? No outcome. So let's be rational here.
All right.
Thank you this morning.
Thank you so much, my brother. This is 107.5 Sport FM, the station that additional Liberia's president. Quickly, we'll be holding on to the line quickly, just within the next 5 minutes. We'll have to hold on to the line to go on and explain some of these issues that we are following right here on this radio. But let's get to this caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I'm the one McLean. I was online, but my credit finished. But I just want to quickly send this question, like I said from the beginning. If this is not a protest, this is a rally. So there's a clear indication that the wording of the protest, I don't think it makes sense. Let them just say it is something that they try to promote Cummings. It is not something like to say they're trying to advocate for the Liberian people. That is just a rally to promote Cummings. It is not a rally to conscientize the government that what they are.
Oh my God! I don't want you to keep finishing, my brother. All right, but we will take 2 more callers, and then we can call it a day on a particular segment. We go on to speak on some more issues happening within the country, Liberia. This is 107.5 Sport FM. I want to say thanks to every one of you for watching us across the world, and those of you listening to us via www.sportfmradio.com. It's good to know that you guys are following on today's happenings within our country, Liberia. This is the Today Show. My name is Emmanuel Kotu, and I'm seated right here. And hopefully, my colleague Yekesi Zogbe will be joining me later on, maybe tomorrow or on Friday. Okay, so we have had a series of discussion here, and we were asking you what are your concerns. So, like I said, we have just 2 minutes on this segment, so we'll pick the last 2 callers, and we'll come back to go to our next segment of the show. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Pato.
Yes, sir. Anywhere you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Thompson calling from the Escobar Black B community.
Go ahead from Black B community. 1 minute, please.
Yeah, Mr. Cotto, the people try to say they like us and we are starving, we are dying, and then they want to protest on the 17th. So they get carried to Christmas Day, everything gets shut down wanting for us because the people they are not doing well for us. When they want protest, let them bring our family. They stay in front of us, let me behind them who can protest. But I'm sure they're in the diaspora enjoying life. We just get peace. At least we're enjoying that peace and we're sleeping
peacefully. So let me just leave off because when even a government comes and the government move, it will say be the same Urubalu.
All right, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me just pick my last caller on this one. Is hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Anywhere you call us from?
Yeah, I'm Jones K. Betty calling from Opposite Spoon FM this morning.
Okay,
go be your last caller.
Okay, go
Let
ahead.
me just continue to tell Labrador. Let us not give relevance to without suffering protest that's in the Puebla former information minister Louis Brown. Let us not give it relevant. Here's some man. Check your history. You've been journalist. There's nothing he has to offer this country. Internal job opportunity for Labradorians. Internal helping the less fortunate. Absolutely, there's no history of Louis Brown helping Labrador. But all Louis Brown is, he's continuing to suffer for the national comfort of this nation. That's his history. What has he done for this nation? This man self as our representative to the United Nations. What are some of those investments he attracted to this country? You've been a journalist checking history in the U.S. Absolutely nothing. I thought no people question me. Is he National Investment Commissioner? No, he's not. He is a Liberian. They should use a diplomatic platform to attract people to this country to bring for employment. Now we tired suffering. Honor the regime that he said just created this country, man. And enjoy selling where they're not suffering. They were suffering this one. They speak against the ills of this, the ills within the society. They absolutely no, because you are part of the milking population. Then is it now that you know that the people suffering? What a deception it is. What a hypocrisy it is. Not Louis Brown. I don't think he should be the one. But let me just conclude by saying
thank you.
They were not physicians that attacked him yet. They were attacked within Louis Brown. He's a man of former leader. You know, they played attack and all physicians. People within their rank.
All right.
Created that chaos yesterday. Say, oh, physician, that person will go nowhere. Will be poorly attended.
All right.
Louis Brown has a history of doing nothing for this country.
Thank you so much, my brother.
More.
Thank you, my brother. Okay, folks, we will stop right there this morning on this particular discussion point. And what has been your concern that we've been asking the folks out there is exactly 14 minutes up to the hour of 9 o'clock this morning. And we will just speak a little bit about some of those concerns that have been raised by some of you who have been following up this morning. So let me tell you this as to every one of us here. The Republic of Liberia, under our constitutions, it gives the right to every man to peacefully assemble in this country. It's part of our constitutional rights, and we can do it. Equally so, to the other side, for the ANC and the group, where your rights end, somebody's rights begin from there. Now, having said that, it is the right of the ANC to assemble wherever they want to be. But then equally so, you have to understand the authority stands for where you want to assemble. Listen, I've heard most of my colleagues, my friends from the other side, CDC, the ANC, the Unity Party, arguing about this. I said, oh yeah, you got the right to assemble. It is definitely your right to assemble. You can assemble anywhere, any part of the country that you want to assemble, based on the authority in that area, if they give you the go ahead at a certain point. So let me tell you, nobody going to stop you. And this is the technical aspect of it that people don't understand. Nobody they say, oh, you want to assemble even a Spoon FM, you can assemble here. But if there is technical issue happening at Spoon FM, they can tell you, my friend, because of your own security and because of the safety of this particular institution, you cannot assemble here at this point. It is not preventing you from carrying or exercising your right. So we have to understand this. Those who are saying that, oh, the ANC should not assemble, you are wrong, right? You are wrong about that. It is their right. It doesn't matter which party Louis Brown said before. It doesn't matter which party he affiliated with. It doesn't matter the position he held before. It is his constitutional right to assemble wherever he want to be. But at this point, the SKD, I have gone to SKD myself, and I have seen what is happening there. And in fact, the Greenfield that they're still working on that particular stadium, and they are saying that only activities that had to do was that sport related should be taking place on that field. And at this point, the ANC saying that, oh, they want to do their political rally. listen, guys, I know I understand the level of emotion that is attached to similar thing. People are politicizing because this is a ruling party situation that the ministry is run by the current government, and so whatever information they give, it's going to be a little bit perceived as being politics. But I think in the right wisdom of every man, let's look for instance, right at SKD there, you see the road construction is ongoing. And then you have also the renovation is still ongoing at the stadium. Remember, we were banned by CAF and FIFA for us not to play even football matches over there because of the situation that we had at that pitch or on the field. Now that things are ongoing to make sure that everything is corrected, I think it's just right for us to say, oh, you know what, we can change our venue. If they say they cannot give you the SKD, what about trying the ATS? We can say, okay, let's try 8 years. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt so that you will not be seen as troublemakers. Because from what I heard from the deputy spokesperson this morning that called on the show, he is saying that it is not a protest. It is rather a political rally. If it is a rally, and they're telling you, my brother, this is a situation. Even though I listened to the Minister of Youth and Sport, D. Zogar Wilson, that said, yes, indeed, our people took money from the ANC, but they erred. Because at this point, not even the CDC, the Unity Party, or any other political party will be allowed to have a political rally at SKD. I think we should hold them by their words, right? If they say so, now those of you from the ANC or from the Unity Party or from the opposition, you have to start monitoring. If this group of people from the CPP are denied from by using the SKD based on what they consider as technical reasons, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Why you can't do that? It should not be like it is a matter of must. If we don't go to SKD, that means nothing has happened. This, for me, is a recipe for chaos, because there are some group of people that you may have a good intention to say, you know what, I'm just exercising my constitutional right to assemble. But there are some people that will be in that crowd that will want to cause trouble, that may not even be from the CPP, or that may not even be from the CDC. Like other are claiming that, what happened last night, they're saying not CDC, but some were claiming that they are sedition, and some were claiming that they are from ANC. But now people are saying, oh, they are not sedition, they are not people from ANC. The same thing might happen. So if it is a political rally, not a protest, and you have been told the venue that you're requesting for cannot be given at this moment, guys, I think you just need to, organize yourself a little bit and see how we can, and this notice came to you over at least 2 weeks prior to your planned rally. You can change the venue at this point because you still have ample time to speak to your supporters, to say this is where we want to assemble, so that at least at the end of the day, you can send out the message that you want to send. That's the most important thing. And secondly, we will move on to talk about what happened last night. And, a lot of folks are out there asking me, and I appreciate my brother and a friend from Minnesota who called me to say, man, you got to be careful. I appreciate that. A lot of calls I received yesterday on that same thing. But you see, when we get to a place, as Spawn, we don't just rush going in there. We try to establish the facts on the ground before you go live. Because whatever information you give out there, it's not everybody who will sit down to say, okay, let's critically think of what he's saying. They will just run with it. So before we go live on critical issue like that, we ask questions. When those questions are answered, then we go live and give you the information as to what was unfolding, what is unfolding there. Last night, I got a call that this was happening at a certain point. This is going on at this particular point. So we decided to go there. We got there, and I saw for a fact there were two groups of people that were in front of the Voice of Liberia, and they were chanting slogan. And I got I got video for everything I'm talking about. People were chanting that Louis Brown is thief. In fact, there is peace in this country. The government are giving them peace, and they don't want Louis Brown to come and do anything crazy to, try to undermine the peace that they are enjoying. Well said, noted, well noted. Then again, there was also another thing that happened, and that has to do with, That has to do with what is unfolding in a country. And in that doing process, you have to understand that we have two groups. One is saying that, look, the way things are going, we'll not sit here and allow anybody to hit on Mr. Brown. In fact, the slogan they were chanting was that if your man are born you, go. You must come outside and attack. And we also gather information that some of those guys came from Paris Street, that came there in defense of the government. And I got information that some people from the ANC also called their supporters to come out. That Louis Brown is out there, that he's been, they are threatening to, to vandalize his vehicle, also to hit on him. That if I will boo at him and tell him things like that. I was there. I went there. I saw these things and I spoke to some of them. So it is, for me, just so crazy that young folks in this country, that your future has been stolen and you still don't have that sense of thinking. That you allow people who, there was a young guy yesterday that got wounded. He was, hit by, I don't know what, a stone on the back of his head, and he said he was hit by a baton from the police or whatever it is. This guy would have been lying down and enjoying his sleep, but he woke up. He woke up and followed people that he doesn't even understand what's happening, and at the end of the day, everybody left him. This is the message I've come with. As a young person in this country, and I will speak to everybody, it doesn't matter which political party you support. Do not allow anybody to make you to get into the street for violence. Do not allow anybody to make you to get into the streets for violence when their children are sleeping under air condition. When their children wake up in the morning, they ride air-conditioned car to go to school. Some of them, their children are not in Liberia. But the young folks in this country, our mind is so blinded that they will give you $5 US for you to take yourself and go get in the street because somebody's going to give you $5. Then you say you're passing around, you're chanting for somebody, you're going to defend the government. Who are you to defend the government? Who are you to defend the opposition? You have to think about it. Where is George Manewia children? Where is Alexander Cummings' children? Joseph Boakai children, where are they? That you, the young person, that your mother is suffering how to even find food for you this morning. Some of them say, like, go in the street. And those guys that I saw them last night are people who did not even see the war in this country. That some of them, I don't even understand if they get even place to sleep by themselves, if they even have their own houses. You don't have any. But you are willing to put your life on the line for these people that I call greedy politicians. From 1847 up to now, the problem of this country have been our politicians. They don't have this country at heart. So if you are not careful as a young person, they're going to use you at the end of the day and dump you. We've had situation for those of us who watch certain things from Charles Taylor Day. Some were used as child soldier. Some of them are passing around crazy right now, walking on the street. Some of them don't even have anywhere to go. Some are walking. They don't have hands. Some of them, their legs have been cut because they said they were fighting for the papi. They were fighting for Charles Taylor. Where are they today? Where are Charles Taylor children? What position Charles Taylor children in? They left. There were people who came and they said they were fighting for Alaji Kroma. They were fighting for Sekou Damaje Kone. They were fighting for, how do you call him? George Bole. And that of, how do you call this man from Niba County? Prince Johnson. These guys fought. Today, some of them don't have hands. Prince Johnson then riding their car. They pass by them. They don't even see them. George Bole then, their speaker today. They're passing around here. Annie Johnson and her children are enjoying themselves. Who are you? Think about this, Liberian young people. It's my job to stand somewhere and report what is happening. I do it because it's my job. But I don't feel comfortable seeing young folks that should be thinking about their future can be sitting somewhere and thinking so crazy about things that are not even meant for them. We are about to go into 2023. And I'm saying this very loudly on this radio because I feel so hurt sometimes when I see the young folks who need to actually open their mind to think about their future. They have been used by a certain group of people in the name of protecting the party mandate from both opposition and imposition, which I think sometimes is very nonsensical. You stand there The person you are fighting for, the person come with air-conditioned car. Their children are in that car. When it's raining, the person leave you in the rain and get back in their car. In fact, they have umbrella over their heads. Think about it. Use your head. If you have problem with any political leader in this country, we have just few more months of elections. Go to the ballot box and do what you got to do. Don't allow people to fool you to get on the streets. To say, oh, you know what? I'm from the CDC, so anybody that speak against George Weah, I will get it. I will defend my president. Oh, you know what? I'm from the opposition. I'm supporting Cummings, or I'm supporting Joseph Yuma Bwaka. Anybody that speak against my leader, I will defend my leader. It is nonsensical. Because you know what? You wake up this morning, you asking yourself, oh God, please give me $2. I'm going to go find Kobo to eat. The person you're fighting for, their freezer is choked. Their children are in better school. Your mom and your pa still selling cold water somewhere down Ronald Street, somewhere down Waterside. They're thinking how they will even send you to school. Some of you, your mother suffer. Your father suffer. Just to burn coal to send you to school. When you should have gotten to 6th, 7th, 8th grade, 9th grade, the person your mother is expecting to now be thinking wisely. But you are still allowing yourself to be used. My young folks out there, you got to listen to some of the things that will come on the radio will tell you. It's not my job as a journalist to come here and be telling you all of these things. But what I see the future of this country being depleted by people, wicked people that call themselves politicians, who don't care about your future. That's why they encourage you to go on the street. They give you $10. They say, whatever it takes, just go ahead and do it. They give you $5. This young man that got wounded last night, that was bleeding, and I show you on camera. Which of the political leader is going to take responsibility for you? The ANC or the CDC? None of them are going to take responsibility for you. It shows you it just shows that you have to take your own responsibility in your own hand by using your head. Do not allow people to say, oh, you know what? Let's go on the street there. Let's go there and do this one here. Let's demonstrate this one here. No, it doesn't work that way. And we cannot wait for people to allow us to get on the street to misbehave. At the end of the day, the people that you say you're fighting for, they say they don't know you. And this morning, I've received a lot of calls. Last night, even up to 12 minutes, I was receiving calls from both the ruling party and that of the opposition. Top government official calling me, oh, Emmanuel Kotu, we appreciate your report, but you know what? Those people that they are not sedition. Oh, Emmanuel Kotu, we appreciate your call, but they are not from ANC. You see the kind of nonsense is happening in this country that you allow people to use you at the end of the day, they deny you. Young folks that are listening to my voice this morning, you got to be very careful. Otherwise, they will use you and dump you. An example is last night. Everybody is issuing disclaimer. Oh, the people that came on the street, they're not from ANC. Oh, the people that came from the street, they're not from CDC. We don't know them. They were on their own. Think about it. We are going to elections. 2023 is right around the corner here. They will come for you again. They will put you in pickup. They will put you in buses and take you somewhere. If, God forbid, something happened to you, they will say they don't know you. Learn from last night. There's a young gentleman yesterday that got wounded. I feel sorry for him. You know, I have that sympathetic mind for him. But this thing that is happening, some of you don't understand. They'll give you father like you go tell we. So the children are up there last night, they were high. When they pop by you, you can know that the person comes for taking drugs. So they misbehaving because people are using them. The parents of this country, the pastors, the imams, you need to wake up to speak to these young people. We can no longer wait for the politician to continue to use our brothers and sisters like this. Imagine last night, that took place around 8 something, almost 9 there, up to 12 a.m. I was receiving calls from government officials. I was receiving calls from opposition leaders Now they have problem the way I reported. Oh man, the opponent say you're talking about the not sedition. The people that came utterly the not sedition. Maybe they said they get their own personal problem with how do you call it, with Louis Brown. So they came out to do what they were not sedition. They were not representing CDC. Oh, the other boy, no, the other guy that came out, we from ANC, we didn't call anybody to come there. We called the police. Think about it as a young folks. And in your mind, you think you're going to defend CDC or you're going to defend the CPP. And the people you're defending, they now turn their back on you. They tell you that, no, we're not all bringing the people here. We not know them. We not know them. The young man yesterday, his whole hair from the back was so blooded to his palm. He tried to hold the blood, everything, or his whole hand was soaked with blood. But guess what? This morning, seditions are on radio. Say, oh, we didn't say anybody there. The same way the ANC men on the radio said, no, we're not saying anybody there to go defend Louis Brown. We call the police. And the police we call for. We didn't call anybody there. Think about it, my young folks out there. Do not allow anybody to use you like a tool. And imagine how they can use people like a tool. When you go to the mechanic shop, if the mechanic is trying to loosen a bolt, and if it call for 14, that the only time you take out 14 and loosen, after that they can just chunk it. They can even lay that they can chunk the tools. That is how some of the politicians want to use the young people in this country. But some of you, who so-called, I'm sorry to say that you will not use your hair, they will use you like tools. When they don't want you to dash you. If you think online, go to the mechanic shop. If the mechanic want to use 13, he uses it after that, he throw the tools away. Until you find another car that you want to use that 13 on, he will not get time for you. That's how the politicians behave in this country. When they want to use you at that point, they call you. They call you partisan. They call you, grassroots movement. They call you the masses. Guess what? When they get what they want, what happened to you? You've been dashed. Be very careful as a young person in this country. Do not allow any politician to use you. And I'm going to repeat this over and over and over and over and again. Think about this. When you're having a political rally and you're standing there singing, we are the masses, we can't get tired. The more you sing that song, the smaller your brain, the smaller your level of thinking. I don't want to say people can be laughing and say, Mr. Roy, it sounds funny. It is the reality of life. If you go somewhere, you start singing, we are the masses, we can't get tired, Coco Yoko, you start singing that song. The more you sing it, the more your level of thinking can be closing. Your brain can be lacking for you to think out of the box. Once you open your mouth to start to sing that song, your thinking level can drop. And guess what can happen? The people you're singing for, their brain can be opening. Their brain can be opening on how they will steal or the resources that they have here, how they will continue to use you, how they will make their children to be more, above you. That is what can be happening. If you didn't lie, observe. Almost all of the people that have been singing, we are the masses, we can't get tired. Their life is always backward. They are the one thing in her when they see somebody car park. Oh, honorable, yeah, beginning here, they don't start a day because they are being addicted to singing the song. We are the masses, we can't get tired. So their brain getting smaller and smaller every day. And the people that they are singing, hailing, and pressing, they put in their brain opening to see how. Oh yeah, we'll continue to use these people because they are fools. We'll continue to use them. Okay, come on. Think about it and be wise. Don't let anybody to come and tell you, oh, we got to do this one year. We got to do that one year. This is not how it is done. All right? In other countries, the young folks are now sitting down, having the chatting. They discuss the issue. They go on radio and discuss the issue. They go on social media and discuss the issue. They don't allow politicians to use them to put them on the street to say, oh, y'all go there, cause trouble. Y'all deal with them. Then at the end of the day, they say they don't know you. And you're passing around, all you can be singing is that crazy song. You are the masses, you can't get tired. As you sing it, your brain continue to, get small. Your brain continue to get lack. And guess what? The people you sing it for, they continue to enjoy themselves. They are family rich. Let me tell you something about some of your young folks, they don't understand in the country. Now, you people have been used. It is another Cummings of the ANC and Joseph Yumon Boaka, George Manawia. They consider themselves to be the elites of the society. They are not enemies. Opon, Cummings, Boaka, Bernard Ure, and all of the political leaders, they can call each other and have lecture. They can lecture. The only difference they have now is who to become president or what. So they're fighting for that power. So they come to you, the young person that you don't understand, you feel that people are loggerhead. It's never true. Cummings said no longer, he will never fight George Weah. George Weah will not fight Cummings. Parker will not fight Cummings. They made you, their supporter, to believe that they are fighting so that they will continue to use you for them to achieve their goals. And if you are not careful, you fall in that trap. That's why you even want to take cutlass for your brother because he or she support Cummings or the other person supporting George Weah. You know, my family member. Not true. George Weah and Joseph Boaka can lecture. George Weah and Cummings can lecture. They can. We know what the lecture they can be done by. I have seen somewhere around I think it's 17th or 19th Street. I see this guy, Akaras Gray, Abraham Dara Dillon, and all the other folks that they say that they're laughing at each other. But man, I the time when I can't reach your the time reach. And what guess what they're doing? They're knocking glasses, they're drinking on the liquor table, they're eating together. They're knocking glasses. But man, you was still in opposition. But you were coming to the player. They're laughing. Nobody they're not fighting each other. But you, the ordinary person that's sitting out there, you don't understand all of these things that these people, they are doing what they call or politics of, or they're playing the ordinary people. Those of us who our thinking is that, when you're from ANC, then that CDC men are your enemy. Or when you're from CDC, the ANC men or the independent party person are your enemy. They continue to use you because your level of thinking is too low. And you continue to sing that song. We are the masses, we can get tired. In fact, you can be jumping with it. The more you sing that song, the more your brain gets small. And the person you'll be singing the song for, their brain can open up for them to think outside the box and think how, when they become representative, how they will send their children abroad, how they will build big houses, how they will build estate for the rent to the people. But you stay singing under the song. Think about this. I'm going to stop right here this morning. And I know that I've said a lot. And somebody wants to say something. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to call me and say on this number, 077771075 or 05551101075. This is the Today Show on Spoon FM 107.5. My name is Emmanuel Kotu, and I'm here to just give you an advice for the young folks out there to understand that this country, you got to think wisely. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Kotu.
Yes, sir. Your name, where you calling from?
Thank you. Number 6, my dear, Luther Package.
Go ahead, Luther.
Mr. Kotu. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Go ahead.
The master of we, the young people in this country here, Mr. Kotu, how you spit our hips and put all the senses in our brain. We will never ever listen. Those who will fighting for, we demonstrate for them. There are children in different countries going to school. The student there, and they will come back and say, we are fighting for them now, we're fighting for their parents. Look at the say, your parents are never sending you to school. We offer we here, we're suffering, but people taking the rail station, people taking the street, fighting for somebody. The banner you have, the way are you fighting for today. You need to not go for you. You send to school. You need to not go for you. They put it in a good life. Somebody need to be on a quarry. They just something I said. For 1847 up to now, I love we the new for manner. If not change, the code will never change. Why would you get to the street when someone express? I said, you want to fight the person, the constitution, make it clear. When you don't understand the government, you're going to petition the government. So are we going to abuse the constitution? No one can put stop to anybody not to express ourselves. What happened last year is very bad. And I think those who did that particular thing should be arrested and put in jail.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's get to this caller. Good morning.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay, sir. Your name?
Well, I'm Morris J. Boy calling from North Joseph.
Morris, go ahead.
Thank you for the show. I know that I'm one of those that been listening to Spoon FM about being off the few days. I don't know from my end, but look at the video I put the channel on just to listen to Spoon FM today. So sadly, from the few days. Thank you for the education. You talk a lot and what you said. It should remind us, Liberians, especially young people. Then watch it going to that 26 and had a protest, and later on the government had a release that they never knew, or they don't know any group for CDC and a brigade or what you call them. That should make us to know that this guy has directly said you will support, and at the end of the day, the tools that we use, and they dash you or you dash you or net that caught you. Have you ever believed what you when you using net when you net caught you? What happened? If you turn the net away, the net away. So this situation that we find ourselves in the country, we got to be very careful. I'm one of those that are not supporting the government. I'm not supporting the government. You protect the country here. Thank you for the show.
All right, thank you. All right, let's get to this other caller here quickly. Good morning. All right, so let's get the person not ready yet. The person still talking differently. Let's get to this caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Koto.
Yeah. Where you calling us from?
Thank you, my brother. This is Edward Spencer Encho, and I call my resident here in Tuporo. Look, Mr. Koto, said it right. Everybody has their right. There are serious radio stations in Montreal Canada. There are certain radio I don't just listen to. Because you're not saying that please me. I mean, if certain radio like immorality is trying to they always insult Waka, Kumi, in the entire opposition. It's really Labrador, same co-creator Labrador is the best country ever. Should I go organize people and go to that radio and put you on fire because they can't say anything in my interest? No. The best thing I do is flip my dad to another radio station. That's what we call freedom of speech. That's what we call democracy. If Louis Brown appear on vote on Liberia in the same thing that not please your ear, you have alternatives. You play to another radio station and you listen that will be same thing in your interest. But to organize people to go and attack a man because you're not saying thing in your interest, it's just far. And you're making them more popular. People tell suffering campaign. If you know that Liberia people are suffering, you can organize Liberia people reach campaign to your city headquarters and you're there, you celebrate. Nobody will go against you.
Okay.
But to go and attack somebody because of their pick it up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's get to this caller quickly. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Koto.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
My name is Abba Kemuga. I'm calling from Carwell.
Abba Kemuga, go ahead.
You know, I want to appeal to the seditions. Some of us who were in the country in the 90s, we suffer. We know we knew what we went through. So we don't want any embarrassment from them. We know they get the money, they can run away. Some of us, we don't even get food to eat. So when they're stirring up violence, bringing noise, we were here in the 90s, all the guns that were shooting, I don't think some of them were born. All the that they're stirring are just 2002, 2003, 2004 born. 80 guys were here and they heavy gun sound that we heard. And we are hearing it. And they will hear it. They will not be doing the kind of thing there.
All right.
So we are coming there. We are appealing to them because Edward Pape Promo said nobody is rude and sedition. So we're begging them. We know they are more rude according to Edward Pape Promo. That is something kind of thing because we don't want noise yet.
All right.
Any attempt for noise to come here. Nobody will send through here and will suffer. Thank you.
Thank you. Quickly, this also, I think the deputy spokesperson for the Kumi movement. Let's get to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Kotu. And this is Katoma again. You rightly place it, right? But the situation yesterday, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Feedback.
I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, good. The situation yesterday is something that we must all condemn. And this, our thing of always telling people, do not speak out, where is this person, children, away? Yes, it's a good question to ask. But ask yourself again, is Joseph Boaka's son being affected? Is Alice Cummings' son or daughter being affected? Are they in Liberia? Would they go to JFK? We are the ones going to JFK. We are the ones being affected. We are the ones confronted with what is happening. So if we are ought to stand up to telling our government that X, Y, and Z is wrong or this is not in place, I think we should stand and speak out. Or then yesterday, people didn't speak out. People said protest was not necessary. People said protest was not good. At the end of the day, what happened? It led people to go into the bushes. And what happened? We started to hear gun sounds all over here. We were here. We got the experience. So we don't want that to happen. And we must all encourage any citizen to come out like the Constitution.
All right. Thank you.
To come out.
Thank you. Thank you.
And assemble. Thank you.
Thank you. I got to take the next caller. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Raw.
Yeah, your name, where you calling me from?
My name is Josiah Small calling you from Tony Street.
Go ahead, Josiah.
On the post. We say thank you for the exposure this morning. But you know, like you said, many of us, the young people in this country now, many of us lost our focus and direction. When now we start to discuss national issues, when you discuss the issue, someone living in a attacking personality. Many of us do not know discuss the issues and that's the personality. When you come out to say that, the reasons why you went online, the reason why you said I would choose this person to be my leader, is that you are telling me the other leaders that were there, they performed to your expectation or what the leader they deliver to you. There's a reason why you are going to change your leader. You got two things when you change, either change for good or bad. Then when it comes to the national scene, when you hold your government responsible for those things that should deliver to you, someone say, why are you calling John Riani? Like one of my comrades. He said, when we call John Riani, my high can call. But you're not easy. Why are you telling me?
All right.
Then someone said, go sing song, you are the master, you get tired. You are the master, you get tired. Is that what you set up for? Or you set up for good governance? Or you set up to get good health education? Then they provide those things that are necessary under the Constitution, Article 18.
All right.
Right? But many of us, we don't read these things.
Thank you.
We don't know the issues for the personality. So thank you, Mr. Rock. Continue with the education.
Thank you. All right, 077771075. All right, it's 9:09 right here. We're trying to sweep up to very shortly. Let's get to this call. Good morning. Good morning.
Mr. Rock.
Yeah, your name?
Thank you. The name is William Bobby, and I joined this conversation today. Thank you for the enlightenment you bring to the platform this morning to the young people. And that is why some of us will also some of our bodies, and for especially some of us who participate into the body politics of our country, being part of a political party. I mean, you know, I'm from the Unity Party. And Mr. Ross, you can testify that the youth of the Unity Party don't just involve themselves into this or if I get to party headquarters, there's something happy young leader. You go to the party headquarters now, you see the ever pool. They even tell you that they party young guy, even up to 10 total, you never ever believe it. If they tell you that this is the biggest political party or this is the biggest opposition political party, you will never believe it because the party headquarters is very poor. We the young people, we are very innocent.
All right.
Because we know that the people who are behind their children are already established, their children. So we need to establish ourselves. We look now like a slave to them. Our children cannot be like a slave to their children again. So we will have to prepare ourselves and prepare our children so that tomorrow competition can be on the job market.
All right.
The job market can be for the elite.
Thank you so much.
Some of us from the Unity Party, we believe in.
Thank you, my brother. I got to take other caller. Thank you. Your 1 minute. So thank you. Let's get this caller on the other line. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Carlton G. once again.
Carlton, quickly, 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay. Ibrahim Emmanuel, this song has been sang from different perspectives for a very long time. We're the masses and we can get tired. Let me say, they say, you know broke will go for you. You kill my mind, you kill my pa, will go for you. Now they are saying sunshine or no sunshine will still vote for you. Ibrahim Emmanuel, I message a program called Changing Mind, Changing Attitude by Dr. Lawrence Command Boble. We will have to change our mind and change our attitude if Liberia is to develop in the nearby future. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Quickly, we are here on your radio 107.5 Spon FM, the station that is dishing out Liberia's best, and this is the Today Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Mo Boko, calling from District Number 6, Shirado County.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, our brother in a way taking issue in a country. Our brother want to win it fast. You know, the people, everybody had their constitutional right to go and assemble.
Okay.
From the side of the Unity Party, but the ANC, they are right. Why they should join on someone? Yeah? The same president was here. He said he didn't have political prisoner in jail. But he was the same man accused the same man that was attacked last night in a church. He fucking club. So when anything happens to that man, who will be responsible is the head for the country. He will be responsible for what all happening to the opposition. So other you should not be on the side talking about, oh, and not go to protest. And they were here to stay all around.
All right, thank
so
you.
So that today they say protest not good.
Thank you, my brother.
We will go example on December 17th.
Thank you.
Wheresoever ANC will say we should go.
Thank you.
The UP side, but we will go there.
Thank you. Let's get to the next caller. Good morning.
Emmanuel Kotu, how are you, my brother?
I'm okay, sir.
My name is Noah Zhao Gibson.
Zhao Gibson, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm on the weather, so sorry for the poor quality of my voice.
Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, what is more frustrating in this whole thing, for a lawmaker, one who's supposed to lead by example, to say nobody is violent or rude equal to CDC. Edward Papi Flomo, district number 13 lawmaker. You were rejected by these very people in 2018 by elections. They call you drugs allies. They even attempted jailing you. They deny you that ticket and put John J. We are on a ticket. The people of that district felt sorry for you and said, look, since you are an abandoned child, you are an outcast, for the ingratitude they will show you after printing so many t-shirts for them in all of their political rallies, and then they pay the gift to get you, we will put you on, or we will despite you on the ballot, we will make you elected. And they elected you. Today, are you speaking? That why the people elected you for your business, people were wounded in that district, riot, everything went on there. And you today talking, nobody rule more than the same cities.
All right. So okay. we got to go. We got.
Let me conclude in 5 seconds, please. What I can say to the police people, next time when they try out, nobody can monopoly over violence. Fire for fire. Let we spawn and see where they come.
Noah Zhao Gibson, thank you. Thank you, Noah. Noah Zhao Gibson, there from Unity Party, Visit Sport 107.5, the station, additional Liberian space. We are on the Today Show. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. We pick 2 more callers and then we can move on quickly to wrap it up here this morning. Good morning.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm okay. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah. My name is Robert Thompson. I call for the Bolivar.
Robert, go ahead.
Yeah, you see, you said it all. Other people will come and say what they want to say. They will be making people angry, putting attention to say, oh, that's right. One is our honorable man, Yeta Kolwa. Last night on the show, he said, a river want to call on him, they want to meet up his own force to come there and just destroy everything. He started showing cartoons and cartoons. I think you are aware. And then mentioning the president there, and also, but I just one thing I want to say, or information I want to provide to you. Well, when we were around, the reason he go against George Weah, because he protected George Weah property in Chattanooga regime. When they escaped with George Weah to get to Africa, and then cross through Africa to go. So he protected George Weah property. And George Weah came back. George Weah denied him for becoming or representing Kennedy on the ballot. So they were making angry. So every other thing, and then he went as an independent candidate, he won the seat. So that's where he became, angry, and then started expressing anger. But when people asking, you don't explain those things to people as to what made him angry with the president.
So you mean you can ask DJ too?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. All right. So, folks, we will hold on to this guy. Then is we have about just 33 minutes to go on the show this morning. And we have this message. I'm just trying to read a couple of messages coming through right there. In the Samantha Jones said, Liberia needs to talk and do that the only way these leaders will understand. Liberians are suffering too. The Liberians are suffering too much, and our country is being laughed at all around the world, and it's too sad. Okay, this one is coming from Samantha Jones, and we have this one from Silla A fortnight said, I pray more sanction should come, including WIA needs to be sanctioned. All right, and Samyada got on to say it again. Some of our brothers and sisters don't understand that Mr. Cummings has nothing to lose if he does not win. Liberians are the ones that will suffer. All right, and then Hassan Bility. I don't know this one. I kind of choking a little bit. Let me drink some water before I read the messages. Yeah, okay. So Hassan Bility says the Liberians say the troop CDC did that attack. Very sad. Okay, so Liberians say the truth. CDC did that. That's coming from Hassan Bility. And then we have this message coming in from George Lamadane saying, good morning, Mr. Raw. I'm following from district number 6 GSA Road community. Good to know you're following up. And Stanley going to say, Sio Lily, George, we can pass it through you to give it to him. Eh? All right. And so this one say, again from Stanley say, it's JMB who take money from WIA. He takes medical bills from WIA. All right. So we have this one coming from Prince. Prince said, my argument is Spoon TV have not answered me since I've been calling this WhatsApp number. Let them take it down. And what and what? Wait for Samuel Twe, WIA, DeLon, and others to call to their eternity so they can answer their call, right? Sorry about that, my man, Prince. We didn't see your call, but the line is still open. If we see your call, we'll pick your call, right? And then we have this one coming in from Spencer. Spencer says they will use them because they, okay, he said them stupid. Okay. And then we have Samuel Aram said, and some of these youth don't sense. Don't sense why someone will send you to go fight, and their children are enjoying good life. All right. And then we have this one coming in. We'll see with the Kai Jebo with the ANC logo there. I mean, I'm a star saying that. Say, my young man, you're not saying the truth. I watched the program last night. The guy who was injured last night was protesting against the police to leave the street. So the police used force to get him out of the street. All right. And we move on to this other person here, Edward. Edward says, what is Edward saying? Edward says, you guys are the cause for the very thing you are preaching this morning. You were encouraging the public to bring a sitting president to be brought down because he is out of the country. Okay, so I read this message intentionally, and I want to address this guy because this is the kind of level of ignorance we have around our country, Liberia. Edward Guinean. To be frank with you, I don't think you understood the English we spoke, and sometimes it baffles my mind. You know, I'm sorry that I have to address it this way, my own brother and friend from Liberia. I don't have anything against you, but the reality is that if you cannot speak your own language and you don't understand what is said, and you can't understand the English, so it becomes a problem. All right. So I hope that we just stop right there. Emmanuel Kotu would never say that, and I've never said anywhere. So the person that you are quoting that told you that, the person problem is they don't speak their own language, right? Their native language, they don't speak it. And secondly, they don't understand English, and they pretend that they speak English. So that's where we find ourselves with that particular guy that you're making reference to. I will stop right there. All right, so let's move on to the next person here. Say, Shadrach Montgomery say, this country is not going anywhere because of people that are in there thinking about the betterment of the country, but their self. Believe me, sooner or later we will put we'll put people in their place in this country. All right, and then we have Joseph Besa say, bunch of low-headed young folks who willingly donate themselves to be used continuously by politicians. And Matthew Wiki said, very true, my dear. Okay, very true. These are message we need for you people to educate them. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. And then we have this one from Etta or Winda. Say the Etta Winda or Dewey say, I'm watching from my Dixville community. Good to know that you're there. And then we have Michael's Penny Boy. Okay, Penny Boy says that Paintboy say that keep talking, good work, my dear brother. Thank you so much, my brother. And then we have Papi Keita. Papi Keita say, good morning, Spawn TV, CDC Papi Sose Keita from Dupont Road. All right. And then we have from Precious Forum, and she say the problem here, Liberians just need to work on the mindset. Oh, Precious, how you doing? Hope you're good. And thanks for following us this morning on this radio. All right, so we will be taking a quick commercial break. And those who have been following us online, we appreciate you for your comments and your continual effort in following Lai Kone. And he says, what is Lai saying here this morning? Lai says, good morning, Mr. Roar. It's so sad for our country, for the youth to be used by politicians. I'm watching live from Caldwell at the Samuka Town Junction. All right. Okay. So that's it. And the standing good, may the Almighty God help our youth. That's one is coming from Stanley. Stanley Bato Jr. says, may the Almighty God help our youth. That's their mindset will be what? Open. A good thing, you know. We'll pray so. All right, so we're taking a break, and then for those of you who are watching us online, at this point, we'll be going offline from the TV. Thanks to every one of you. Hopefully, we'll be back here tomorrow to bring you more information from Liberia, Africa, and the rest of the world. But before we go, I know there are folks out there. I want you to listen to this part quickly, and then whoever can get it right for my people. If it is all set, okay. Yeah, I think it's all set. We're trying to share the screen quickly on this one. Yeah, let's see if we can share the screen on this one quickly. What is happening here? Okay, I think I can get it now. Yeah, let's get this one quickly here. And we're listening to some folks that we spoke to yesterday on the field, okay? When we were out there talking to the young, the people in market, the business thing are happening now. It's not easy. Everybody wants something. Let's hear them. How much you used to buy it for?
I used to buy $13. They now put $4 over in now. So how are you expecting all to sell it?
All right. So what is your own message to the authority, Commerce Ministry, and out of the government of Liberia?
As for me, even when they want to put the red price up, it should be around 15. But they should not carry to 17 because it's affecting us. Even when carrying the market now, you even put big cup on the sale for $60, your money can move. You will not get that $17, your money can move. Even you sell it for $50 because now when you sell it for $60, the comment people will owe you. They say you're making it very expensive, but then they looking at the expensive going through.
All right, thanks for talking to me, yeah?
You're welcome.
All right, so we stay here. All right, thank you for talking to me. All right, so we stay here. We can see. I don't know if these guys, what kind of rice they stay trying to purchase. Let me see. Bella rice, yeah. All right, so but it's been like different packaging. I want to speak to this lady. Mama, can I talk to you 1 minute, please?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
What's
your name?
Olive.
Olive? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna buy around go sell in my shop.
How many bags are you gonna buy?
I bought 100 bags. 100 bags.
100 bags. And how much are you paying for one?
I pay $17.
How does that affect your business?
It affecting the great what the government say with the service on deep and and we put the truck inside the truck go inside general like put the truck for 1,000. Then they say $40 for each bag to bring it outside. So if they prefer and the $40 ready, so
I want you to take your time to talk to me.
I want to sell it 18.5. And the one with people the government want to sell it 18.5. And no get it for ourselves. But you gonna put truck inside be right outside. Then you pay all lawyer fee, then you pay each year come outside for cape, then you sell it 0.5 for one thing.
You say how much you pay for the people to bring the rice outside?
Each betting and about to pull in the car.
And then how much from here to where your business area?
My business and New Jersey Junction, 40 for each bag.
So when you really say how much profit will you make from each of those bags?
I get thrown about it because the 0.5 what government say we must sell rest 70.5. The 0.5 is 75 about it. So I get thrown about it on each bag.
All right, thanks for talking to me, Olive.
So
how many bags already in the bag?
I can't buy 2 bags already, but the price is too much because they put taking a high rate in the port when they bring it outside there, they have to get money to. The rare will buy it $17. Now they say we must sell it for $17.50. So we're looking for 50 cents. We're selling it on the store. Our children are going to school, no money. We need $1 profit. We're looking for, but we couldn't get it. They say we must buy $17. We must sell it $17.50.
All right, thanks for talking to me. Yeah, but before I go, tell me now. They say you must sell it $17.50. If you have your own way, how much you want to sell it for?
If I have my own way, I want to buy it inside for $13 and sell it outside for $14.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks for talking to me. Yeah. Let me talk to Mama. Mama, how are you?
Yeah, all real.
Okay, my name is Emmanuel from Spoon TV. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Masa.
Mama, sir. How many bags already in the bag?
I can't buy 2 bags already, but the price is too much because they put taking a high rate in the port when they bring it outside there, they have to get money to. You see?
So you're not buying 2 bags already to go eat?
I want 2 bags already, but the price that they showing me is more than my head.
But how much you are expecting to come buy here?
The last time I can't buy rest here, 5,550. And they buy in town, only $50 they put oil. But now they are telling me, 2008, 2008, too much.
So you can buy it 2008 now?
Now they play now, standing now. It's not easy.
How many children you get?
Oh, I get 10 children.
All right, thanks for talking to me, Amma.
Yeah, well, 10 children.
All right. So we stay here at the free port of Monrovia, and we are looking at the prices of the rice. That some market women are already they have started complaining about the increase in the prices. But of recent, the government of Liberia was negotiating with the importers to see how they could minimize the price of the rice. But let me see if I can talk to this lady here who are selling. I'm sure they came to buy rice. Mama, how are you? Oh, you want to talk to me? How you may have so serious like that? All right, so she doesn't want to talk. The woman is asking, so she hardly upset. All right, so she doesn't want to talk. The other woman hiding her face. She wants to talk on camera. All right, you want to talk? How are you, brother?
How are you?
I'm okay. So my name is Emmanuel from Spoon TV.
Rufus Daha.
Rufus, what you give her?
I give her rest.
How many bags already give her back?
100 bag.
100 bags. Yeah. So if you go in there, how much they selling the rest of you?
$17.
$17. And they say how much you must sell it?
$17.50.
So looking at it, I mean, as a business person, what profit will you make from it?
I go paying copy, our copy, so I will sell it $200.
$17.50, you say you're selling $200.
Yeah, because I pay more copy, I pay $50 for one person. I calculate my money, I will get my money for inside.
All right, so thank you so much for talking to me, Rufus. Okay, you heard him, and he's saying for him, they're saying he should sell the rice $7.50, but he will not sell it $7.50 because his transportation from here to his business center. I mean, if he sell it $17.50, it means that he will be making no money. Let me talk to this brother here. How are you, brother?
I'm fine.
Okay, what's your name?
Come here. The one I carry, I'll pay more expensive to carry.
Okay, so tell me where you can the rice.
I carry the Grand there.
You carry the right Grand there. And I saw when you buy $17 there, how much you going to pay for each bag of rice from here to Grand there?
From here now, from here Grand there to go Grand there, one bag to go. That's $550 for one bag.
So when you go to Grand Gila, you will sell it $23.
When I was selling the water, I will sell 4,000 plus. But when I sell in US, I will sell $23.50.
But now you come from where Grand Gila with the expectation of maybe everybody said whether the price will go up, maybe $14 or $15. Now you're going to $17. What is your own message to the Ministry of Commerce?
My message to Commerce, they really need to come in. Because now when you did that day, the Liberian people was very suffer. Because I can't say I'm talking for myself, but the old people, then when I get here to go to move, they will very suffer when you did that day.
All right, the way the road looking, so away on that Grand Gila road, how long it will take it for you to take your 1,000 bag of rice from Freeport to Grand Gila?
From here, Grand Gila, so now 3 days, so now 2 days. It depends.
urban, ethical.
And the cow you carrying.
All right, thanks for talking to me, my brother. You see your name again?
Adolfo.
All right, so you've heard it from Adolfo down all the way from Grand today. He's come to buy 1,000 bags of rice, and he's saying if he's buying the rice here, $17. The Commerce Ministry, according to some of the marketers here, they're telling me Commerce Ministry is telling them to sell the rice at $17.50. But buying the rice here in Monrovia at $17, and then he has to transport all the way to Grand County. He will be selling it at least $23 because of the amount that he's going to spend. Let me see if I can cross to the other side of the road. We stay here around the free port of Monrovia, and this is where you say when you talk about rice in Liberia, all you have to do is to come here. And most people come here with the mindset of buying the rice a little bit cheaper so that they can go and sell it and make a small money on it. But as we've come here, we have been greeted with these messages coming in concerning the prices of the rice here. Let me see if I can talk to some people here that are coming up. I don't know what they will allow me to enter the area. All right. So let me see if I can talk to this guy. Officer, how are you doing? Yeah. It's okay. So I just entered. Let me see if I can see some folks out here that are waiting to buy rice. Let me see if I can talk to these people that are trying to buy rice here. We're trying to see if we can go to the rice. But let me speak to you guys. How are you doing? Brother, how are you? Okay, so my name is Emmanuel from Spoon TV. Can I talk to you, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Ahmed.
Ahmed, you came to buy rice?
No, I wanted to drive here working hard progress.
Okay, you wanted to drive here. So where do you run?
I run from Freeport, Banafé, New Jersey, Steven Tower. I hold people push.
Okay. So let's talk about the prices of rice. How much are you charging from people, back already here from Freeport to Real Air or, Banasville Junction?
Yeah, the person paying the same fare to all. We never increase, no different fare.
All right. Thanks for talking to me, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let me talk to this lady here. Let me see. They said she came to buy rice. Why, you're running away from the microphone? Let me talk to you. Don't run away. I don't mind it. How are you? Okay, what's your name, please?
Princess Smith.
Princess, you came to buy rice?
Yes, I came to buy rice.
How many bags already you came to buy?
130 bags.
And how much they said they sent it to you now?
$17. That's why I bought the rest this morning. I bought 80 from SWAT, 50 from Funny.
So how much you are expecting it? How many you are expecting to buy the rest before you say $17?
I was buying it $13 so, but now just Saturday they carry up to the $17.
And how does that affect you as a businesswoman?
Oh, greatly, very greatly affected. Small money I was saving, maybe the government they lay into better. That was my left. I take it, adding it in the rest money.
All right, so now you as a businesswoman, and Commerce is saying you should set the rent $17.50.
I won't say just transportation alone, a more than that plus. Then I can sell it $17.50 for Ubene that we are working for, or I'm just saying for the company I'm buying from, because just transportation add up. Because maybe today I'm elected and get rest. Saturday I bought the rest, the paper here, and get it Saturday. Maybe I'm elected and get it today. And a transportation, I coming back tomorrow. So all I want to increase.
All right, thanks for talking to me.
Okay.
Mama, can I talk to you, please? How are you?
She said it all.
She said it all?
Yeah, she said it all.
All right, thank you. The Oma said she said it all. Let me speak to this. Mama, how are you? You want to talk? Okay, so so if you want to talk to me, let me speak to the other ladies here. We stay here, Opan here. Let me see if I can speak to the business people here. Mama, how are you doing? All right, please, okay, let me come to the woman. The woman says I should come to her. How are you, ma?
Yeah.
My name is Emmanuel from Spoon TV.
Okay, my name is Benu Kamara from Bosoralo.
Okay, Benu.
Yeah.
You came to buy rice?
I cannot buy rice.
But tell me, how many bags of rice you came to buy?
30 bags.
How much you say you buy it?
17.
As a business person, how does that affect you?
What I say, you know, I mean 50 bags, you put $400 on it. You put $200 profit on it. For 1,300, 13. Then they put 400 on it, which is 1,700.
So now when you buy $17, how much you going to sell it?
Oh, they want fee to sell my rest. No. They process fee, the way they can sell a rest. Maybe I'll sell it for $25 or $30 or $20.
But the person you must sell it $17.50.
No price control on the contract for now.
They say $17.50, but how you supposed to sell the rest?
$17.50. go to the car, go out for car. I'm not for to carry one bed. $60 to pull it outside. No way, they coming to you, man.
So you say so for that reason you're not go by the commerce price.
I want to go back commerce price. $50 to carry one bed outside. Tell you carry outside to carry to your home. $1 let it peace way.
This way. Yeah. So how much they charging you from here to that place?
$80. They have for $1. I see the channel.
As they say $1 150. 50 cents will be $75.
And I said $75. So minus $80. How much is that for you?
So you will not sell it at the commerce price?
I'm waiting for the commerce people.
All right. So let me talk to Maya. Maya, how are you?
Yeah.
What's your name, please?
Says Marie.
Says Marie, where you come from?
I come from Banase.
From Banase. How many bags are you going to buy?
I get about 50 bags.
50 bags? Yeah. Were you expecting to be $17 in the food yet?
No. The $17 is too high for us. Even when they want to get $17, then the material, we will sell it $20. Because we ourselves, the transportation, even when we come to the port, to take the rest from the port to put it outside at $25 for one bag. Then when we're taking it from there to carry to our place for one bag to go to my place at $75 liberty for each bag. So I able to sell it that $17 50 cents because that 50 cents that everything went for transportation. They will even add money only for transportation. Then nothing will be there for me.
So you as a businesswoman, what do you think? What's the price they should give to you here in the Freeport so that you'll be able to make some more money? Then the Labrampo too will not fee, they're spending plenty of money on rice.
It is selling $15. Then when they get to offer $15, then we can carry and sell it $17. If so they won't get the price or they can say $15, then we can say $17. No problem.
All right, thanks for talking to me, yeah?
All right.
All right, so we stay here at the Freeport of Monrovia. Let me speak to this lady here. She wants to, but she's scared. Why you want to? All right, so she wants. What's your name?
My name is Pinto Yashwale.
All right, what are you going to do here?
I'm on the part of the trucker union.
Oh, the trucker union. So like how low in the truck there on with the rice? Where do you guys go right now?
No, for our own side, we don't want any company coming outside will pay union fee to us.
So, okay, so they union fee now, how much they paying to you?
They paying each guy is $200, but if you go in out of town, it's $500.
Why inside we get 200, but outside?
It's in Moreover. If it's Moreover, it's 200, but it's out of town, it's 500.
All right, but you see, people the port complain to you that they say the money you're charging them for them to even take the rest from the port, and then they say they must go sell the rest $17.50. It's too. I mean, they will not make profit from it. What you make of it?
Yeah, so just for the government to make that decision because the port get a lot of expenses in the to load the rest. The expenses you pay money for it. Each bag is $5 per bag to load it on the car. And to put it outside, some say that paying transportation high money, but sometimes it will be $100, $150 or $50 for each bag. They paying it. So I for my own recommendation, I say let the government reduce the price and carry to something $13 and $15. Then the people who buy in the rest, they must say something at 50 cents because the 50 cents maybe will go to the benefit because the poor have family.
All right.
Doing their business, someone using our business to survive in it.
All right, thanks for talking to me, yeah? So we stay here at the I heard somebody say they're paying tax. Mama, can I talk to you, please? What Ma? Oh, she said she wants to talk to me. How are you? Okay, how are you, Ma?
Not bad, city, everything.
I'm okay. My name is Emmanuel from Spoon FM and Spoon TV.
Okay, I'm Florence Kwakeseli.
Okay.
From Brave.
From Brave, what are you going to do here?
I can buy rice.
How many bags are you going to buy?
I can buy 100.
100. And how much were you expecting the price to be?
We're expecting like $15. From last week, we've been hearing that the price will go up, but it would be like $15. But our almost surprised Saturday, we heard that $17 is the price on air. And we the business people should sell for 17.5. But I don't really understand because how will you sell for 17.5 when you are spending more than 17.5? So how can you sell that price? So it's really affecting the business people. You people rather kind of see reason into it.
All right, so let's talk about this now. If you are looking at the $17, considering your expenses that you're making, right? How much do you think you want to sell this rice so that like when people will not cry?
Expenses is too many. It's too many.
All right, thanks for talking to me, yeah?
You're welcome.
All right, so we stay here. What's the name of the other department here? What? Okay, so let me talk to the other person here quickly. Not just people. How are you?
I'm Joseph.
Okay,
all right.
Okay, Joseph, you brought my card? Are you good, my man? Thank you, my man. Okay, Joseph, what do you do here?
Well, we are business people. Actually, we usually come to buy and go sell.
All right, so you're selling rice as well?
Yeah, exactly so.
Okay, so how many bags are you going to buy here?
Oh, roughly, I came to buy 200 bags. But looking at the economic constraint by the retailer, I mean, I'm not able to buy because $4 on each bag. It's like they are exploiting us.
So you came to buy, it's a 200 bag, right?
200 bags.
And how much were you expecting it to be sold to you?
The rest will be sold at the rate of $13. But to my utmost surprise, we can sell $17.
But let's say, we the same people, when the comment of Liberia were talking to the importer, they said, okay, at least 10 million. The Liberian people said the money we're giving to the importer is too much. So the government has said, okay, let me allow the importer to do what he's supposed to do. Now, all of our complainers, don't you think we Liberian people, we have our own problem?
Oh, if you say we are our own problem in the other sense, I will not agree with you. You get me? Because we made a government. It's true that we made a government. But at times, your children in your house, when they question now, you have right to put them under control.
So at this point now, you said you were expecting at least $13, $15 there.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, you can't buy the rest at this point. So what is your own suggestion to the government of Liberia, especially the Commerce Ministry? Because they are saying that when you take the rest from here, at least, because Liberian people are crying too much, $25, some people saying the rest $25, some people saying the $30, some people saying the $18, some people saying the $19. So there is no stable price. People are crying. You go to some places, people are crying. So you as a business person, as ordinary Liberian who is also providing services for the Liberian people, what you think should be the standard price that everybody will feel happy? The people that are buying the rest feel happy, you that are selling the rest, you feel happy too.
I am urging the government of Liberia diligently. And if the rest will be sold for $15, let $2 be between. You getting me?
So you want to buy it $15 and you sell it $17?
Yeah, we sell it $17. I think that would be better.
All right, thank you. But where are you getting your rest?
So at Park Upping.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
All right, so we stay here. Let me speak to some folks out here, those who want to talk to us about the truckers. Let me see who want to talk to me here. Okay, so this man want to talk. I've just been asked to speak to, I think, from the trucker. How are you, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so my name is Emmanuel from Spoon TV.
Thank you very much. I'm Johnson Investment Union.
Okay, Johnson, what do you do here?
I'm one of the transporters. I've been working for almost 15 years now.
Okay, so how much you're taking in the truck there from here? You know, once you want to fill the truck to put it outside, how much you charge?
Normally, the price is February, but actually when you load rice in the warehouse, to even bring it outside is $20, but the reasonable is $15.
All right, so what's the back of the man? Let it talk back quick. 1 minute. Okay. All right, so now you're charging $15.
Yeah, $15
so load
from warehouse outside. It depends on the customer want to put the rest outside.
So I mean, I don't get it. I want to get this one because
load the truck in the warehouse and the customer decides to load my rest in your truck and bring the rest outside the house. Another means to put it down outside. It's 20, less is 15. But when we're taking it from the warehouse or you're testing it, maybe you write like it's $50 because it came about last year September. Listen to me, this is a historical event. When the Ukraine and the Russia war started, the red dealer said that prices were going out. So they converted with the government that they needed to carry red spread up to $15 our the advocate. So government is saying no, due to this, we will try to solicitate $2 to pay for each bag, making it $15. So send that down under the red classes. It has been $13. Everybody has been buying rest $13 here. All of the classes have been going on. So saying has the right at the era now that wish that everybody found it necessary because when you listen to media, I think to Spoon, you're doing well. People will call, they say the rent is not variable because government want to allow the rent to get the rent price up. So the rent is scarce. And in scarcity, you find that price is hacking. People buy rent at $13, put it into the bring it rent outside, they sell it $21. The simple that complaining here. The bar rest, I flat now. I'm a transporter.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm a transporter. I'm tell you the truth.
So So let's go back to you. So now they say they're buying the rest $17 here.
Yeah.
I'm
So actually, Saturday, when I listen to the media, when the president of committee, when the president will leave the country, when instead of committee to look into the right issue, they have agreed that now rest will be sold for $17. Mind you, they $17. The companies are saying in 12 days or 15 days, they are selling all the transportation things. Within that $17, transportation is a lot. Customer will buy the rest, the company transport the rest to the business side.
Thank you. All right, so all right, thank you. All right, so I come here.
You just want the rest for $17. How much get it from out of it?
No, he said, listen, you come now. He said, I agree, but the man said price, it used to be $13.
Let me lay before you talk. Yeah, they don't come and rest but because the rent price go up, so why you decided to sell rent to make it expensive to make it half for all you number one.
All right, thank you. All right, so let me talk to you.
Okay. Leave out there for the rest of we want to appeal to the government of Liberia. So you can get the rent price to what $13 so you can drop the tax on the rest. So we pay the government of Liberia. Our father, we pay you. Then you get the rest of $13 so the children can live. Because everybody live by food.
Thank you for talking to me. Let me talk to you. How are you? Come, let me talk to you. Where are you? Okay, folks, that's right. It's been a great time being on your radio spawn 107.5. My name is Emmanuel Kotu. Hopefully, I'll be right there in your community one of these days to talk to you as well on issues happening within our country. But it's been a great time being on the Today Show. Hopefully, I'll be back here tomorrow. I want to say thanks to all of our viewers from across the world and those of you who have been listening to us around here in Liberia. Like I always say, it doesn't matter how long a lizard stay in the river. Anyway, if it's still on there, it can never be a crocodile. It will always be a lizard. So irrespective of where you find yourself today, listen, Liberia is all we have, and we must all do all to protect our country, but we must not engage into violence. God's willing, I'll be back here tomorrow. Until then, do have a pleasant good morning. Coming up next is the news on Spawn 107.5. Bye-bye from my end.
New, urban, ethical, authentic, sports, entertainment, something for the